Welcome back. Monday is Inauguration Day for U.S. President Barack Obama. The official swearing-in ceremony in Washington, D.C. will include the president's inaugural message and parade. Now, thousands of Americans will take part in this historic event, and at least one Bahamian will be involved in the festivities. Monette Bethel, a student at Lee University in Tennessee, will be performing along with her university's choir.
We have 7 choirs in the school, and the directors of each choir had to decide, I guess, the top members in their choirs, and I was one that was chosen. I'm going to be sitting behind the president, like on the stand, behind the stage, behind him. I am excited, as an international student, you would, never think that you would go, because it's an American thing, but I'm excited to go.
Now, Bethel and other members of the choir began the journey to Washington by bus early this morning. The university choir is expected to perform several songs beginning at 9:45 Monday morning. The former Freeport High School student says she considers it an honor, and she hopes that this achievement encourages others to believe in themselves.
I would say just continue to believe in yourself, and you could do anything. Anything you put your mind to, anything you set your heart upon, you can do. And once you stay focused, and because I didn't have to be chosen, but my director saw something in me, and it just went from there.
Well, we're in the middle of the flu season, and it is considered the worst for the United States in 10 years. Here at home, many have fallen ill with the virus, and reports say there may be at least 2 unconfirmed deaths here on Grand Bahama related to the flu. Now, physician at the Lakaya Medical Center, Dr. Marcus Bethel, says with this serious strain of the flu, children, the elderly, and persons with a compromised immune system are more likely to suffer severe symptoms.
Those individuals are at higher risk of suffering complications of the flu, which might include, for example, pneumonia, bronchitis, bronchopneumonia, might include even infection of the brain and meningitis, viral meningitis, or of the liver and other organs of the body. But that would only generally be seen in people who have very weakened resistance because of aging, too young or too old, or very young and very old as opposed to young too, and those who have underlying serious illnesses, for example, kidney failure, cancers, HIV infection.
Well, Dr. Bethel is giving this recommendation.
At individuals who are at high risk of catching the flu, we advise that they get their flu vaccine early on in the season before it reaches epidemic proportions. What that does is that builds up resistance in the body by getting a flu vaccine. Now, as I said earlier, the vaccine itself doesn't cover necessarily all the strains of the flu virus. So you can still get the flu, but if you've built up your resistance to the most strains, then you're not likely to suffer the severe effects of the flu. In other words, it may be a moderate impact on the body.
Well, on a lighter note, the search continues for contestants for the Miss Grand Bahama Beauty Pageant. The first screening session for potential contestants was held last night at the YMCA. Committee member Nathaniel Lewis says this year's pageant will be a bit different as they are trying to make it more creative for contestants and the public at large.
This year we're actually bringing Miss Grand Bahama to television, and so that is an extremely exciting project for us. It's definitely a milestone. The theme for this year is, of course, celebrating beauty and independence to flame, and flame is symbolic of 40, and as we're celebrating our nation's 40th independence, we are extremely excited to come to this particular point whereby we're able to bring Miss Grand Bahama to the community in such a way that it's broadcast on television. And so we're really, really excited about this project. We're working with very, very great partners, and we are excited about where the pageant and the organization as a whole is headed.
Attorney Rankin Johnson is an avid supporter of the Miss Grand Bahama Beauty Pageant. She wants more contestants and sponsors to get on board.
We would like the young ladies to those who feel that they can contribute to the Miss Grand Bahama pageant as contestants. They are most welcome, and also we appeal to the sponsors, both businesses as well as for individuals who wish to sponsor a young lady, either under the name umbrella of their company or under the umbrella of their any institution that they want to represent. And there are many ways that you can sponsor: by cash, by contributions of gifts, and just by buying the ticket and attending all the functions that leads up to the Miss Grand Bahama beauty competition.
Now, the second screening exercise is planned for mid-February. Well, that's going to do it for us here on this Friday evening. I'm Shasheena Rolle. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight continues right after this.